the hero from Maidstone, Midge, Sam Noakes. Welcome back on SAM Network in association with TB Promotions. How's it been, my guy?
Yeah, been good, mate. Been good.
I see you with your last victory. How was that for you anyway in there? Just finally getting back into the ring.
Yeah, it was good. To be fair, that camp felt like ages. Like we got back in the gym in May, and obviously there was a bit of confusion with the dates, but got in there in the end, and it was good. Good to get some rounds under my belt. I mean, Jordan Edison's a very tough kid. Like he held in there very well. But yeah, got the win in the end. That's what I wanted.
Obviously, the elephant in the room, COVID. How have you dealt with that since the last time we met up?
Yeah, it's been alright. It feels like a long distant memory, really. Like obviously we're all still going through it now, but I mean gyms are open. Obviously I can train back up here, so my life's sort of alright at the minute. There's not really too much. I don't really go out anyway, so I ain't like I'm bothered about going out in groups of 6.
Fair enough,
so
man.
I sort of live in the gym anyway, so it ain't too bad for me at the minute.
So, do you think that we're going to be able to get fans back in? Has the Queensberry team said that that's something possible?
Oh, well, no, I haven't spoken to anyone about it, but I don't know. I can't see it really happening. I mean, obviously we're going into like flu season again, so I think if anything, it's only going to get worse. But hopefully, it'd be nice to get like the fans in there before the end of the year. But just have to take it as it comes, I suppose.
I've got to ask you a question, probably from a fan's perspective, man. Is when you're going to get a chance at one of these domestic titles, man? I've been following you for a while.
Yeah,
how's that looking?
I don't know. Just got to listen to the team, I suppose. I mean, I've only had 4 fights, so I ain't in no rush really. Got to find my feet properly, I suppose. I mean, that was the first time I went past 3 rounds as a pro.
Yeah.
Like the last fight, so need to get a few more rounds under my belt, I suppose, get the experience, and then see what happens.
So what's happening next then? When's your next fight? Do you know? Have you been given a date yet?
I haven't got a clue, mate. I haven't got a clue. Obviously, like I went on holiday straight after my fight, which was 3 weeks ago, so I've been quarantined for 2 weeks. This is the first night back up the gym for me.
Am I safe filming this?
Yeah, it should be alright, mate.
So yeah, how was the holiday anyway?
Yeah, no, it's good. It's nice to get away, eat some good food.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I ate loads of pasta, mate.
Oh, fair enough.
Non-stop, mate. But yeah, it's nice to be back. Get back in the gym with the boys, missed them. So yeah.
All right, fair enough. So Dennis McCann's doing really well, man. How's that lifting up the spirits in the camp?
Yeah, he's smashing it. I mean, Dennis is absolutely smashing it. He's smashing it since he started, really. I mean, he's got another test. He's got a test coming up on the 10th of October, but I'm sure he's going to smash him out of there.
Fair enough, man. What's currently the next, obviously, steps for you? Do you know your next opponent at all?
I literally haven't got a clue, mate. Literally, as I said, first night up in the gym, I ain't spoke to anyone yet.
So how are you finding this journey, obviously, going from getting signed when we spoke, I think, last year, now you're on your third fight. Full fight now. Getting onto your halfway 5th fight. How do you feel? How do you currently feel compared to when we spoke last time?
Yeah, no, it's good. Obviously, that was before my debut, and I mean the debut was a bit like a rabbit in the headlights, but I found my feet now. I'm quite confident. So yeah, it's going well, I suppose. I'm happy with that. 4 knockouts, mate. I'm happy with that.
You got Anthony Joshua saying he's going to knock out Fury in 6. Do you think?
I don't think that's going to happen. I reckon Fury's going to win that fight, do the rematch, and then he's going to retire and open up the division. That's what I reckon.
Fair enough, man. With that Wilder fight, do you see that happening this year? Or do you think they will just...
Well, I don't know. It's a big money fight, so it's all going to depend on how many fans they can get in, really, because that's what it's all about, isn't it, I suppose. They're putting bums on seats, isn't it? But I think it would be a bad thing to deprive the fans of that fight. Do you know what I mean? To be there live, but who knows?
I've got to ask you, man. White Povetkin, did you see that coming?
Oh, no, I didn't. I thought White had him out of there, and then that just come out of nowhere, didn't it? Brilliant shot. He's probably done that on the pads hundreds of times, and he's only come off that once.
Yeah.
It was very good. Couldn't have done it any better, really, could you?
Do you think that the rematch is going to prove to show something different, or do you think it's going to be the same thing again?
Well, I reckon White wins the rematch. I think obviously he might have got a bit complacent with the 2 knockdowns in the previous round, and then obviously he just walked onto that perfect time shot. But I don't know. I think he's going to be a bit more cautious for this one.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know.
What's the difference fighting for Frank Warren now, 4 fights in, as opposed to when you first started?
I wouldn't say it's much different, really. I've just kept my feet on the ground. I don't feel no different from when I first started, really.
Fair
just a
enough.
bit more accustomed to how things go on.
Obviously, Frank Warren's interested in this Queensberry versus Matchroom. Do you have is it a lightweight in sight? Do you know that for yourself?
Yeah, no, I ain't really been looking over there, to be honest. I know he's got that Tennyson, he's the British champion, but I mean that's a few years ahead yet.
All right, you're not calling him out early as an ISN exclusive, are you?
I ain't in no position to be calling anyone.
Fair enough. But do you see that as a great prospect, even for someone like yourself, if that ever did happen, 2 promotion companies in the UK going head to head?
Well, I see. I don't think it would happen, but I see the fights they put up on the post. They'd be unreal, wouldn't they?
Yeah, they would be.
They'd be unreal shows. I mean, for the sports perspective, it'd be the bollocks. But I don't know.
I gotta ask you, man. Buatsi and Yard, man. If that fight does happen, where do you see that going?
Well, I don't know. I ain't really seen much of either of them, really.
Okay.
I watched the last fight with Yard and Spellman. I mean, he looked good, but I mean, Spellman's no Bratsy.
Yeah.
But I think it'd just be a brilliant fight for the fans to see, I suppose.
Okay, cool. So, can we expect you fighting this year, or we're going to expect you to fight next year?
I hope so. Hopefully to find out soon, but your guess is as good as mine. I mean, the way the world is at the minute, I don't know, you could be in another lockdown in a month or so.
We could be. How much has it impacted financially, this lockdown, in terms of the fans not being there versus...
I'm lucky, obviously, I'm not on like the ticket deal and that, but I suppose like, I've been also lucky with that break off we had. I mean, my sponsors kept up, looked after me, which I'm thankful for. Without them, I wouldn't, like, I'd have to go back to work and all sorts. You know what I mean, through that period, because everything was sort of slowed down. There's no work about, no nothing. But obviously, they kept looking after me, which I'm eternally grateful for.
Okay.
So yeah, it ain't been too bad for me.
Fair enough. All right then. Well, I'm gonna leave it there. It's been nice finally catching up with you.
Yeah, no,
it's definitely been a while, man. And we'll definitely catch up soon, man.
Oh, brilliant. Cheers, mate. Thanks.
Do you want to big up your sponsors before you go?
Yeah, well, thank you to Fastlay, Champs Boxing, H&C Motors, Ruku, I'm going to forget some, I know I have. It's Inkfish, Swift Roofing, Noise Vandals, Robux Fine Meats. Without you lot, I wouldn't be able to do it. Thanks a lot.
All right, no worries, man. Thanks, man. Take it easy.